What is up, guys? I am back with another video and long time but no video was coming out, but I am out with a new video. Two launches just happened, more videos are coming very soon, but today we're going to talk about iPads only. And today we're going to talk about iPad Pro in this video, iPad Pro, and then iPad Air video will come out tomorrow because Apple just have an event right now few hours ago, and they have launched some crazy products like a new iPad Pro, the new M4 chip, and that M4 chip I need to talk about in this video, and the new Magic Keyboard, the new Apple Pencil Pro, and new iPad Air, and the start of the show iPad Pro, and Apple tagline is thin possible. And this is iPad's thinnest iPad yet. Thinnest, like now Samsung, I know Samsung tablets are always thin, like Samsung S9 Ultra tab is almost like thinnest book, but that tablet has 8 Gen 3 processor inside, an amazing processor and amazing capabilities. But if you remember on I Apple case thinness, when Apple designed the iPhone 6 first time they introduced the thinnest iPhone, that iPhone was having some controversies. That iPhone was bending and it was easily bending and going in pockets. That iPhone just bent and broke. So and Apple just make a more thinner version of that, and iPad is more thinner now. So what will happen to this? I am so curious to see, so fingers crossed for it. So let's start a video. Let's start with this iPad design first. now this ipad is now this ipad is just 5.1 millimeter thin. That is like super thin, like almost thin as pencil. You can see how thin the borders are, like almost the volume buttons are trying to come out. It's that thin. So it's pretty thin right now. And the iPad is also pretty lightweight, and this is a closer design of the iPad. You can see a design is a little bit changed this year. Now the only one camera is there, and this is a lidar sensor, and this is a microphone I believe, and this is a flashlight, and the camera design is a bit changed, but the colors on this iPad is wow. Look at it, like colors this year Apple has done it pretty good colors, and there are two colors, space black and silver. Now silver color is also pretty good, like it's looking pretty nice this year. And the camera design, I will say it's a little bit changed, but not something crazy and out of a world. And you can see it's super thin right now. This year the iPad Pros are pretty thinner as paper. And now let's talk about the weight of this iPad. Now iPad Pro 11 inches has 444 grams of weight, and iPad Pro 13 inch has 579 grams of weight. It's pretty lightweight for the iPad with that thinness and amazing performance. So it's pretty thin this year, and these are the volume buttons are over here, camera microphone is there, and magnetic charging connector is over here, and smart connector is over here. And this time they are using Thunderbolt USB 4 port, which is amazing, and it's on a bottom, and 4 speakers are given this year. Every year 4 speakers down here and up there, and microphone, another microphone, and another microphone, and the power button and touch ID, whatever. And now let's talk about display. Now the both iPad Pro 11 inch and 13 inch has the same resolution Ultra Retina SDR display, and both displays are OLED. Both displays has a max pixel resolution of 264 ppi, and both displays support Pro Motion technology with 120 Hz to 10 Hz or 10 Hz to 120 Hz. So if you are gaming on this iPad, it will be smooth as amazing smoothness, so you won't have any issues from gaming. And both displays support wide color P3 gamut, and Both displays are like ultra OLED technology. Both has ultra retina HDR, so OLED and ultra retina HDR is amazing. And you already know Apple displays colors are fantastic. And you can see the bezels on this iPad is pretty like not it, they are a little bit on here and here, but it's not that much because displays are also pretty amazing. Talking about the brightness of this display, now the brightness on the SDR brightness is 1000 nits on both of them, but a screen actual peak brightness, this iPad, both iPad can go up to 1600 nits of peak brightness. I believe this is first time in Apple history when iPads are going this bright. So amazing stuffs are happening over here. And yeah, so displays on iPads, I always know like a budget iPad displays are also nice. So displays on iPads are top of a notch. Now let's talk about this phone's performance. Now these new iPads comes with the new chipset, Apple M4 chipset. Now this chipset is powerhouse with filled with power, and this chipset has also come some amazing AI task performance, AI power as well, which I will talk about in my later short video. But let's talk about this processor a little bit. This has 9 core CPU with 3 performance cores and 6 efficiency scores, and this has 10 core GPU, amazing, and it has 16 core Neuro engine, which is AI task engine, and that is amazing. And this then support up to 120 GBps of memory, and it has 8 GB of RAM maximum, but it can go all the way to 16 GB of RAM. And now I haven't tested these iPads out yet because these are not available to the masses yet, so I don't have a time to test it out. It will be available on 15 May, so I will test it out. I will try to test it, the performance of M4, and then I will tell you. But you can do high gaming like Genshin Impact and more like PC level gaming you can do on this chipset as well, and you can do amazing editing as well because now the new Apple Pencil Pro has been announced, which I will tell you also on my another short video. But M4 chip is already powerful. As you know, M3 was already super powerful, super powerhouse. So M4 will be no different. You can do high editing, high graphic demanding games, everything you are imagining you can do on this M4 chip. So M4 is amazing, and it can do amazing AI tasks as well. And this chip actually supports 8K video playing as well. So you can watch 8K video on YouTube without any lag, any jitter. So that's amazing. But there are pretty limited videos in YouTube which support 8K. So performance, display, amazing. Now let's talk about the camera. This iPad has 12 megapixel. Now iPads, no one uses for cameras, but if you want to know, it has 12 megapixel wide camera, 12 megapixel single camera only, and can do maximum zoom of 5x, and it supports smart HDR4 and cameras. It can do video recording up to 4K 60 fps, and which is amazing. And the front camera is also okay. Let me check. Okay, I was just confused. It has dual camera setup this year also. Another is 12 megapixel ultra wide, which has f2.4 aperture, and it supports portrait video and smart HDR4 and 1080p video, and at 60 fps. And the front camera on this iPad, let me check, and the front camera is also 12 megapixel as typical Apple. But these cameras, iPad, nobody uses for cameras that much, but if you want to like take a notes photos and a little bit like homework photos, so you can take it because camera quality is amazing, and you can do 4K 30 fps recording in this iPad. So what are you expecting? This iPad cameras are always amazing, but for iPad standards the cameras will be okay, not something out of the world. And it has 4 speakers and 2 microphones, which is amazing, and Apple speakers are always amazing. And talking about the connectivity, this is 5G iPad, 5G enabled iPad, and you can see all the bands over here, and it supports Wi-Fi calling and eSIM iPads. It also have eSIM model over here, so it supports eSIM technology as well. And Wi-Fi 6 is given, and Face ID destination is given, and all that extra features. And in charging, this iPad has Thunderbolt USB 4 port, which has a maximum of 40 gigabytes of transfer speeds, which is amazing. And talking about this iPad's OS, so it's come out of a box, it comes out with iPad OS 17, so you can do all that task managing and all that amazing multitasking, all that ipad iPad OS 17 features on this iPad without any problem. And talking about the battery life on this iPad, where is that battery option? So on a battery, the iPad Pro 11 inches has 31.29 watt hour battery, which is okay battery size for iPad. And the 13 inch has a bigger one, 38.99 watt hour battery, which is actually the both iPad can give you maximum of 10 hours of web browsing and watching videos time. And Wi-Fi plus cellular models can give you up to 9 hours of battery backup, and both iPads support 20 volt of fast charging, so not something crazy charging, but the battery life will be pretty decent on this iPad, so not something crazy but not something amazing. The battery life will be actually good on these iPads, not something bad. And now let's talk about the price. Now these iPads are not available right now, it will be available from May 15, but the price is around $1,000. $1,000 for iPad Pro with this thin body and this amazing performance and this amazing display. It's a pretty decent price, and you can get it on 12 months of EMI as well. So $1,000 for these amazing iPads are amazing price and not bad price for the iPad Pro. And stay tuned for iPad Air video and Google Pixel 8 video and M4 video. All videos are coming out. Stay tuned, and this is Ahil as always signing off. See you on my next video.